Pick your hero. Or villain, I'm not judging.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another SVU live stream. I'm Coach Kev, joined by Maverick. What's up, Maverick?
Hey, Coach. We're having fun. I'm interested to see what they're doing with that Moon Knight save.
Yeah, we got SVU versus Morningside here. Best of 5 semifinals. Winner goes on to finals. Loser goes on to the third place match in 2 weeks. So we'll see who can take it here tonight. Knight's coming off a dominant win last week in quarterfinals. Really was looking good. We'll see if they can keep up that pace, or will Morningside kind of ruin the momentum that the Knights have built up. Morningside coming off a 3-0 as well in quarterfinals, so it looked like kind of an upset there, Maverick. They took down Waynesburg, and a team that we lost to, so this could be a tough matchup here for the Knights.
Yeah, I was looking at the standings, and it looked like out of the 4 quarterfinal matches there were, 3 of the 4, the lower seeds won. So I think this is just an upset season.
Yeah, so we'll have to see if that ends up being the case or not. Obviously, that would not be good because we have a higher seed technically, but Knights going to come through with the TP here. We saw this map last week as well. The Knights dropped the first map and then won the next 2, so we'll see if they continue that trend or if they do better or they do worse.
I mean, interesting placement for the TP behind, but on the high ground.
Yeah, Munch trying to get an off angle here.
He's going to find one. Let's see if he can get a pick out of it.
Shooting at the tanks. Maybe get a kill. We'll get the Jeff, but it gets traded for our Cloak and Dagger, so both teams down a healer.
We're down 2 more. Our second healer just got dropped, and there goes our tanks.
Yeah, so it's Munch trying to stay alive here. The Knights lose the opening fight. Very reminiscent of last week. We'll see how things look after that.
Well, I mean, D3 Munch is good enough with the hit scan and just the point and click that he'll be able to probably win most of these 1v1s.
He's fighting. There's a Jeff healing up. Can he kill the Thor? That's huge. This could be the time the Knights need to take the point. Thor is down. Garchomp going to move in. He's going to pressure the enemy back line. Let's see what they end up doing. It's going to be a Hulk coming out there instead of the Thor to get back to the point quickly. Garchomp asserting his dominance here. Pushing up. Kanji on. Scarlet getting very dangerously low. Where's the healing?
There it is.
Knight's just not able to get a kill. There we go. They will get one, but he'll get traded. Garchomp goes down.
Yeah, that Thor with his lightning throw abilities can be very deadly and high damage.
Yeah, so the Knights drop that fight. They're stuck in this room here. Not ideal situation. A door will open. But Knights not able to find the fight that they want. Let's take a look here at the stats real quick. D3 hasn't died yet, but they haven't been able to get enough kills to really turn things around. 3 ults to 4 here. The Knights have some ults to use. Will they use them?
I think they should probably honestly... Ooh.
Here comes the strange ult. The Knights trying to counter. Garchomp gonna low, though. You can't let your Garchomp die there. Probably needed to ult there. Unless the Knights are just seeding this round. But Knights, here we go. Going in with the Shark. Gonna push him off site.
I'm trying to find them.
It's not going to find anything. So Thor will take him out. Kanji looking for something. Can't quite. Yes, will kill Cloak and Dagger. But 99%, the overtime has started. Knights getting pushed back.
I'm seeing 3 tanks. Morningstar is 3 tanking, 1 DPS, 2 supports.
Yeah. And it's working. The Knights having a hard time getting through that beefy front line.
And that's going to be round 1.
Yeah, so round 1 going over. It's a best of 3 inside of a best of 5. But we saw the Knights drop that map. It was the opening map last week as well. Knights dropped it. We'll see how they do here on Super Soldier Factory. But they're going to have to find a way to DPS through these tanks.
Well, I'm going to be honest. That first map is just a terrible one to play as to begin with because it's just... There's just too many corners. There's not enough open space for anyone to really try and do anything.
Yeah, and you're seeing the Knights just not able to find those kills. Only 1 deaths for most of the players. on Morningside. So Knights will make some adjustments. They're going to go to the Squirrel Girl. I like this switch here with all the beef coming out from Morningside. Get a little bit of that AoE super damage coming in from Squirrel Girl. You're a Squirrel Girl player, Maverick. You think it'll be good in this situation?
Squirrel Girl will be good, but with how they're holding hands and how they're just clumped up, I think Moon Knight would be the better choice with his onks and his ricochets.
True. I think that's a viable option as well. The Knights going to go with another TP here.
And if I'm not mistaken, Morningside saved Moon Knight, did they not?
Okay, we're going to drop right on him. Going to go in with the
And
strange
get behind the
ult. He'll
strange
get a
shield.
bunch of them. We'll get both the healers. Huge ult there from Aztec. And the
That's
Knights will
3 kills.
take the opening fight here. Great portal in from Aztec. The Knights push through and will take control here of the second map.
See, that's what they were trying to do on that first one, but like I said, there's just too many corners and too many tight spaces for them to just duck in to hide behind.
Yeah, and when you have the ulti, it makes it that much more threatening. That portal's great portal coming in from Aztec. Garchomp trying to hold him back, trying to find that space. Will back up. Ult's coming in. Aztec, would he fall off the map? I'm not sure what happened there. Trying to get away from the Storm ult, but the Knights having to back up there. They get ult dumped, but they should be able to retake.
I mean, Squirrel Girl with her ult deadly in those tight hallways, and Magneto with his just as deadly in open spaces. But I'm not seeing... Oh, no, never mind. I'm looking at the characters wrong. I was going to say, they don't have a lot of projectiles for Magneto to absorb in his ult, though.
Hey, if he can get the dunk, doesn't matter too much. Knights trying to push up here. See what they can do. Thor coming in.
Oh, they're going to get Strange ulted and eaten.
Okay, well, that's our Shark, though, so he'll save him with the eat.
That's actually a very good heads-up play. I don't want to quite say waste of an ult because it may have just saved the team fight, but...
Yeah, Kanji trying to get the damage in.
And they're finding
getting some kills.
They're finding those picks.
Getting shot, though, from the right. No one dealing with this storm just yet.
And the Psylocke is
There
going to
we
bring her
go.
down.
D3 will find the kill, but the Knights still have to deal with this Strange if they want to take control of the point.
Strange has nothing left. His shield's gone, low health, no heals.
There we go.
That's
So
it.
the Knights take control here. Need to set up. They don't have... The enemy does have a couple ults to use here, but the Knights should be able to counter. They have their Cloak and Dagger ult. They still have their Mag ult. So a couple defensive options on the table here. Garchomp peeking out.
Just trying to keep him in check, it looks like, and just get eyes on the situation.
Here comes the thing. Gonna do some damage. The Knight's gonna back up, give him some space. Could they get the kill? Yes, they can.
And they
Bojiden
negate
finding
the
that one. D3 going into the ulti. Will find the cloak. And that's 3 kills, though, coming in from the enemy Shark. The Knight's not able to avoid the Jeff ult, and 3 of them get eaten.
That's a full reset, but fortunately their time on point evened it out. And I don't think they'll use it quite yet, but Portal is coming back online.
Yeah, the Knights have to regroup here. They have 3 ults. Will they use them? Garchomp finds a kill on Storm. Can they push in? Another one falls off the map. The Knights should be able to win this fight. They gotta be clean, though. They gotta be smart, not use too much. They won't be able to get much with their Doctor Strange ult. Garchomp trying to push in. We'll find...
Jeff. That's a Cloak and Dagger.
Knights. So both teams going blow for blow here. Garchomp pushing through, trying to find more. The Knights retake control, and this is no different than what I expected here. Very close game so far. But 4 ults on the table here for Morningside. What do the Knights have to counter? Can they do something aggressive? Garchomp going up into his ult. Trying to hit the Storm, but not going to be able to.
But Storm wasn't able to get much value with her ult. Maybe just damage at most. Our Cloak and Dagger will ult to keep on point.
Yeah, can we stay on point here? Can we stay alive? Jeff going to go in. Our Jeff will find nobody, so he'll just die. The Knight's not able to hit the kills that they need here. The point will go over. Kanji will use his ult, but it's a bunch of bad guys versus just him. Garchomp's there, but with no healing. Can they melt through the health bars? They're hiding behind a pillar. Kanji trying to go in. He's going to touch for overtime. Munch is there as well. Here come the reinforcements for the Knights. Can they find any kills?
And a Psylocke sheet. Oh.
Another strange ult. Can we keep our D3 alive? He's going in with the ulti. No. Can't quite hit what he wants. There we go. He'll find one healer. He'll try to push the Jeff away. Can the Knights finish this off? D3 going crazy here. It's very close. It's back and forth. The Knights need some healing. We're shooting our own teammates. The Knights have control, but they need to finish off.
Confusion in battle.
There we go. The Knights have overtime.
And that will be that. They have their healers are the only ones left. Everyone else is respawning. That's GG for round 2.
So the Knights tie it up 1-1. Very close so far. But the Knights starting to find their footing there on the second map. Had a good fight. I like the way Garchomp was able to survive with Kanji. And they kind of had a little mini fight before the reinforcements got there. That was really good, not allowing the enemy. And D3 going crazy, setting up so many kills, securing those kills with the Psylocke was a huge second round. We'll see who takes this first map here in the third round.
I mean, this is looking very reminiscent of last week, Kev. I mean, I'm not sure, but I'm feeling a little something here.
We'll see. I'd like to see this first map obviously go in our favor, but a lot can go wrong. There's a lot of intangibles here. No ults on the menu so far for this third round. That's important to note. Aztec the closest with 86%. Garchomp following and Bojiden following. But the enemy squad low on ults. So we'll see if the Knights know that, if they use that, and get some early percent here. Kanji switched over to this Punisher.
He's actually going to provide pretty good placement with that turret. Assuming he's going to go down soon, he'll be able to just rack up some damage there, at least keep them behind cover.
Get some ult charge out. So let's see what the Knights end up doing. Mission area about to unlock here. Knights haven't made a move just yet. They do have ult advantage for now, but do they know it? Will they pop it early, or will they allow the enemy to get sorted? Aztec, he's usually pretty aggressive. Will he find an angle? Squirrel Girl ult comes in. It will catch. Kanji will die. And the Knights get wiped. And the Knights are too hesitant to use their buttons there. A little bit too slow. Didn't have the enemy ults calculated. And now they have a bunch of ults online. But not ideal fight there from the Knights. Alright, Garchomp doing some damage. Aztec going and getting a huge ult! He finds a multi-man ult! Can they find the kills off of it though? Kanji goes down! Munch trying to get involved. He'll kill one. Can he kill anyone else? He gets his ult up, but it's into Cloak and Dagger ult. Gonna try to dunk, but it'll get blocked by the ceiling. Knights trying to take point. They will use their Cloak and Dagger ult.
That's actually a very good heads-up play just to regain tempo. I mean, both sides kind of ult dumping here. I'm expecting to see one, if not both, Jeff ults pop with just the congestion that's on point right now.
Yeah, this could have huge implications though if the Knights don't win this fight, but they're winning it so far. Can they clean up some of these kills?
They're going to get it.
So the Knights should take control, but no, not the Jeff, not again. We saw him getting a lot of kills last time. Garchomp will find the kill and take out the Jeff before he can spit our team into the abyss. The Knights take control, but they have a lot of percent to gain.
Fortunately, percent climbs even while point is contested, so I see by the time this next team fight unfolds, the progress bar is going to look somewhere around 50-50.
Here comes the portal with the ulti. The Knights are clumped. Will they be ready for it? Not sure. It doesn't look like they are.
Nope.
But Bojiden will save them. Can they win this fight? Do they have the healing? Can they get organized after the Bojiden ult?
They're up a pick already.
He'll spit them up in the air. Not ideal from the Jeff. He had 3 of them, but they all survive. Here comes the Squirrel Girl ult. Can they kill the squirrels? The squirrels are too OP. They're dodging. The Knights haven't lost the fight yet, and they haven't won it either. Where are the kills? D3 going in at 94% from his ult. Kanji finds a kill on Thor. Huge kill there. Good DPS. Here goes Munch. He's not going to use his ult just yet. He's playing smart. He's playing patient. Where's the fight happening? Right, Garchomp finds 2. Your boy Garchomp getting warmed up here. The Knights, though, only at 60%. They do survive the big attack here from Morningside, but they need to win another fight if they want to claim this first map.
There's multiple skirmishes across the map. Knights are getting a couple picks here and there, just keeping Morningside off-footing enough to where they can't seem to organize.
Yeah, Munch going to go in. He's going to use his cooldowns to get up behind him. He's going to go for the Jeff.
He's going to ult the supports.
He will find a couple here. Kanji finds one. D3 finds one. That'll subdue the attack for now. Can the Knights keep the aggression on? Can they keep finding the kills before the enemy sets up? Enemy respawns are in. Here comes Star-Lord. Can they focus him down? He's got his ulti on. It's a huge ulti. He'll kill both our DPS. The Knights at 93%, but with both DPS down, I don't know how they're going to win this fight.
Magneto's probably going to pop his ult and try to dunk someone. He'll get one, maybe two, with how everything is.
No, he'll drop. The Knights going to save their buttons. They do have plenty of time to get back to this. I don't know why we're Cloak and Dagger ulting here. It was a call off, but the Knights they're trying to fight this. It's sloppy. Can Bojiden do it correctly this time? Spit them down, please. Spit them down. Spit them down.
He's going to get a couple.
He gets one, and the Knights,
and that's it.
Will take it. Up 1-0 in the best of 5. We'll be back in a minute
taking him off point
with game number 2. Huge ults from Bojiden.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one. Counting on you, friends.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are with map number 2. We're at Central Park here, Convergence map. I'm still with Maverick. Maverick, what do you think about this map? How are the Knights going to defend it here?
Honestly, this map is one of my favorites to play. And honestly, Garchomp set up real well to prevent a low-altitude flank there around the left side, clearing space for another nest thanks to the Rocket team up. And the Morningside actually using Moon Knight. They saved it last game, didn't touch it, saved it this game, they're bringing it out. I feel like they're just for controlling me, man.
I knew you were offended about that, and so they are using it here. Let's see how the Knights do with the defense. So Knights starting out on defense, they'll have a chance at offense after the defense holds, or if it doesn't hold, then it'll be after that.
We'll be on to the second spot.
So Convergence maps are they capture the payload, then push it type of drill. So we'll see. Okay, we'll see Kanji getting low, will survive.
Real heads-up play, blinded and frozen, making a run as soon as they're able to. They've got double dive tank right now with a Hulk and an Angela.
Yeah.
I really don't see this going well for our supports, especially with the Moon Knight tossing his onks everywhere. This is going to be a real dive-heavy set.
So the Knights holding so far, but they've been pushed back a lot. The bridge gets destroyed. Kanji goes down. Didn't create any angle there. We'll come back with the rocket beacon. So maybe they're pushing in too far. They will clear out the mines. The Knights lose a couple, not able to get any kills in retaliation. D3 still alive, looking for some angles, looking to fight.
I will say part of all that chaos that just happened was the onk. Our guys walked over it 2-3 times, did nothing. That gave Moon Knight free value.
Yeah, Munch not able to get any of the kills there. So the Knights get pushed off. Can they retake this? Or will it just be the capture? Knights pushing in possibly here. Our healer on the point. Not where you want to be. Knights pushing in now. They have the rocket ult. Will they try to use it? Are they going to try to fight for this? If they're going to, they got to get on the point now. They're going to drop an ulti. Here comes Munch ulti as well. But the Luna Snow ult will counter.
And Hulk is currently in his ult as well. That's 2 ulted. There goes our beacon for Rocket.
Penny's still alive. Can they kill this healer? Here comes the ult from Aztec. So the Knights are retaking. Great retake from the Knights, and they hold the cap so far. Can they reset up with the Penny?
Kanji and Garchomp both with their ults on station, but so is their Strange. And it appears that's an Invisible Woman, or is that
No,
Cloak and Dagger?
Yeah, it's a Cloak and Dagger. So are we getting set up? Here come double mines coming out from Garchomp. They're trying to focus down the Hulk, possibly. Not an easy task. Ulti coming and going to spread that web. Knights trying to survive. Cloak and Dagger arc will counter their Cloak and Dagger with ours. But can it keep everyone alive? Bo getting low. Everyone getting low. Kanji going to ult here. Going to go into the Rage form. Can he find the kills, though? The Knights, we lose D3 Munch. Can Kanji pull out the DPS that we need? Munch comes back with the Rocket Beacon. Kanji finds one. Can he find more? Kanji doing a lot of AoE damage. The Knights starting to find the kills. They're starting to find the moment.
That's 3. That's 4.
They're starting to push them back.
That's
the
5.
Knights will find the fight there with a minute to go. They're holding so far. Can they reset up? They did have to use a lot, but so did the enemy. Aggressive setup coming in from Garchomp. I like that. Can they take the aggressive angle? They still have the Bojiden ult. D3 ult coming back up soon. No picks here. You don't want to get picked. That's what the enemy's going to be playing for. They got to find an angle. The Knights just have to play smart. They have to play calm. They could get a huge hold here. 40 seconds on the clock.
Multiple ults up for the Knights. one DPS, one support ult. These could be game-changing depending on how quickly the...
You want to hold him as long as you can, but here goes D3. He's going to make his move. He'll find the Luna Snow. Can he find the other healer? He's trying. He's pushing her back. He's so low, though. Can we keep him alive with the healing? Great healing coming in from the Knights, keeping D3 alive. The Knights are pushing them back once again. The Knights aren't giving an inch. 18 seconds to go. We still have the rocket beacon. Oh, able to come online. The Knights need to hold it as long as they can. Can they get the shots? There we go. We're going to drop it now. 8 seconds. So we're going to use the ulti right now. Here goes the portal. But the ulti is already there. Bo-Jiden is too smart. Bo-Jiden is a genius. He had it ready. And the portal was not going to be good enough. And the Knights will hold on defense.
And that's it. That portal got read like a book. As soon as they came through, Luna down. Iron Man down. What's his name? Strange gone. They got read like a book.
Decimated. And the Knights, dude, you know, Maverick, I told them before the match, don't be afraid to give up the point, and we saw it there. They gave it up, but then they retook it. That's what I wanted to see. That's how you stop them. It doesn't matter if they're at 99%. As long as they don't get to 100% and capture that squirrel, then you have a great defense. Now, it's not game yet. The Knights have to get a push. And you're going to see Rocket, you're going to see Penny here coming in from the other squad. So how will the Knights decide? They do need to capture those 2 checkpoints. They have to capture it more. 89.33% is what the Morningside got. So the Knights need to have a good fight. They need to coordinate if they want to win this this map. It won't go to overtime here. It's going to be decided right now, but the Knights need to have a good attack. Can they find it? Will they start with a portal off the rip, or will they do something different? I don't know, but Moon Knight coming in, your boy here, Maverick.
Ooh. I gotta say, it hurts my soul to say this, but Ganji Arch, I think he was doing better with magic. Honestly, he probably should stick with the magic, because with that portal, he can get into point quickly on a push and just wreak havoc.
Yeah, I do like having these big button ultimates, though. I think Punisher's not bad either, where we can just stack all 5 ultimates and then just annihilate them. We'll see if the Knights can find a good angle here. They're going to have to get some space first. They're going to have to deal these penny mines. There's Lokis. There's a bunch of stuff the Knights got to go through to get this point captured. So let's see if they can coordinate. And sometimes when you have such a good defense, you get a little lax on offense. The Knights can't afford that. D3 going down right away. No bubble there available. No shield available. So D3 will go down. Turret just going to be shooting as much as he can.
And he's going to find a lot of free value on that, but not enough to really do anything. Just kind of shock damage and explosive damage. Now, I will say this right now. This map, I had a very similar situation on a separate one playing solo queue and competitive. All they need to do is win one solid team fight. That's all they have to do. Then they can push up, intercept,
I think they should move around to the left here. Rebuild the castle, move around to the left. Is that what they're doing? Aztec going around. Here come the Knights. They're coming through over on the left. D3 going through as well. Everyone's moving through the left. The Knights could get a good position and start taking out these mines. Do we have anyone on the high ground? D3 on the high ground. He's going to shoot those mines. He's going to shoot those fields, but the rest of the crew dies. So the Knights not able to stay alive. They had position, but they needed to stay alive and allow D3 to do his job. But going to have to back up. And the Knights fall there, but they get the Moon Knight ult.
They did force the Moon Knight ult, but that being said, Moon Knight ult can recharge almost very quickly, especially these tight, confined spaces. Honestly, forcing the Moon Knight ult isn't much of an advantage.
Yeah, we'll have to see if they can get their ult online. Bo-Jiden has his. Can the Knights do something here? They got to use their. They have more ult charge so far. Rocket about to get his. Can the Knights use it before the Rocket ult is up? They don't have the Phoenix ult to counter the Rocket ult just yet. So they'll have to see if they can get that Phoenix ult online. Otherwise, Rocket's just going to counter what they do. How will they push up? How will they find the angle? Garchomp trying to play this front line, trying to find something. Our Moon Knight. Is that our Moon? Do we have a Moon Knight?
Yep, Kanji swapped.
Okay, so our Moon Knight ult does nothing. Enemy Moon Knight ult coming in. Not going to find anything either. Aztec does die, though, a little bit too far up. We will get the Rocket ult. Bo-Jiden will die in his ult. So the Knights just getting stagnated here, and this is what I was worried about, not able to coordinate an attack. And we saw this weakness last week as well, where the Knights' offense is a little bit lacking. And we'll see if they can coordinate something here. Can they find a fight?
See, look, they're ignoring those onks. Right now, even though they have their shields up, that's just giving Moon Knight free value.
Yeah, and Moon Knight about to get his ult. Loki has his. He can choose any ult he wants. All right, the Knights in position here. Enemy Strange ult will go down. Aztec going in, looking for an ulti. But he'll get stunned during his ult. It'll go to 50%. Luna Snow will use her ult to counter. Garchomp trying to get the dunk. Luna Snow hiding behind the pillar smartly, though. So the Knights going to be a failed push so far. No kills to speak of. They can't kill anything. They can't find the angles. And this isn't looking good here. The Knights with a good defense, but the offense not showing up. They're not able to find those kills. All right, so 45 seconds. The Knights have to win the next fight. They need to get their ultimates here.
I'll see. Look at all those ricochets.
We're not staying in healing range there. Bo not able to get the heals off. So we're going to lose our Moon Knight, and he has ult.
He'll be back in time to get back into the fight, but the question is, what are the Knights going to do? Their Moon Knights just continually to diff our guys, and we can't get the healing. I mean, this is a struggle bus.
I know. Knights trying to find a different angle. 15 seconds. The penny mines are up, though. There goes Bo. Garchomp going to try to deal with the penny mines. He'll get the rocket beacon as well. 7 seconds. Bo Jiden's in there. Can he get a bubble? He will get a bubble. Here comes the ult from Moon Knight. The Knights do finally find a kill. Rocket beacon is up. Do we have a Phoenix ult? No, we don't have a Phoenix anymore. We have a Psylocke. Garchomp trying to deal with this rocket beacon. So can we have 2 rocket beacons? The Knights need to get their ult here on their Cloak and Dagger. She's getting close, 70%, but it's not close enough. Can they find anything? Can they find any kills? The Knights dying, but not dead just yet. Munch trying to find kills, but can't find them. We're at 96%, 97%. Can we get the ult off? We have ult. Can we rip it? We got to rip the ult. We'll rip it now. The Knights trying to find something. They have a couple kills, but we lost our Aztec. We lost our Kanji. Can they find the kill? They can. They found a couple kills. The Knights desperately trying to fight. They have control of the point, but can they keep it? Rocket's still alive. Munch is here. Can Munch take out the Rocket? He will. But here goes the huge ult from Strange. They kill the Loki. The Knights, they're almost doing it. They need to find these kills. They need to stay on point. They cannot get off this point for any reason. They have to kill the Luna Snow. The Knights could do it here. Can they start getting the percent? They're winning the fight, but they haven't won it just yet. Garchomp finds the kill, and someone stepped off.
No. Overtime ticks down progressively if the fight goes on too long.
Oh,
Overtime ticked out because it was 3-on-3 on that point. I watched it the entire way down.
The Knights not able to do it. They had the fight, but they weren't able to cap it. And so we'll be going to map 3 tied up 1-1. Be right back.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
Back.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Doctor Strange, wow.
We're in this together, Tandy Bowen. Get the stars out of your eyes and let us fight.
Whoa, all business.
The fate of many worlds is at stake. It is a mighty quest.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are with map number 3. Everything tied up 1-1. The Knights tragic loss there on map number 2. Let's see if they can bounce back here. Map number 3. They're starting out on offense. We're on Tokyo.
Excellent heads up right there, instantly targeting the Ankh. That would have been a lot of free value for Moon Knight out the gate, completely negated.
Yep, Aztec playing the thing. Gonna punch that Ankh. Garchomp moving up, taking some space. Found the rocket beacon. Would be huge to take that out early. But we will lose our... Is that magic that we had?
No, that's the thing that went down.
Okay. Let's see. Knight's pushing up.
Thor really making sure that Dive Strange is kept in check.
We will lose the magic there. The Knights get the spider to the choke. Garchomp will take down the Thor. Gonna go, but the beacon.
Instantly.
So we couldn't get anybody on that beacon in time. Aztec going down again. So the Knights front line goes down. Moon Knight ult comes out. The Knights get pushed back. Alright. So we'll see what the Knights can do. They need to get some space here. They need to find an angle. Garchomp switching over to Punisher. So they're going to go with one tank.
Well, if they're going to do one tank thing, it's not the choice.
Yeah, no shields is kind of crazy here. They're starting to target the Loki thing. They got the rocket beacon, so the Knights just trying to get some damage out. So they will switch over to the Strange. Can they find the kills? Can they find an angle? Munch going in. He'll find one in the back line to take down the Loki, but doesn't have any heals. Will go down. The Knights find the pick. Can they keep pushing forward? There we go. The Knights open up the floodgates.
And
can they push toward
can't hold. That's gone.
the next corner?
Yeah,
so
Aztec switching to Strange. Ooh, we have 3 of our ults standing. They have a Moon Knight. They have their Moon Knight, Luna, and their Strange, so watch for a portal ult.
Yep, that's what they're setting up right now. Will the Knights be ready for it? We have turret set up.
Yeah, no, but if I'm Morningside, ooh, interesting section.
We got a portal here, or a turret here, looking at everything, but that Luna ult gonna keep them alive coming through. Jeff gonna go in, gonna do what he can. Shotgun coming out. Garchomp will find a kill there. All Too Wise will use her ult. Nice, get a couple kills. Can they find any more though? Thor will come in and will slam down. Can they take out the Loki? Garchomp going in with shotgun. Can he find the hits? Can he kill that Thor? Thor's living with one. No, Thor will go down.
Strange just chilling behind everybody right now, but I think they're going to chase him off. They back him into a corner. And
he's
Strange,
up on the roof.
He's hiding.
Up on the roof.
He's hiding. And he goes down to Garchomp.
So the spider thing finally here. Garchomp finds another one. Garchomp ripping him up with the Punisher.
Now, this is some good heads-up play and good just thinking and just being aware of the situation. To swap from Strange to Punisher and then having the thing swap over to Strange with Aztec.
Exactly.
That's just some good heads-up play and good on-the-fly adjustment because now that puts Morningside on the back foot. They need to figure out what to do against this new comp now.
Exactly. The Knights score the first point. Can they keep things rolling here? Can they keep the DPS hot? Kanji on the Scarlet Witch, going to have that team up from the Strange, trying to push them back. They will get another ult here, and it'll be the Loki ult as Luna Snow. Garchomp will drop to the Luna Snow. D3 looking to get around behind. Aztec getting low. Can we keep him alive? He's getting down to under 100, but he'll get saved there. Good heals coming in. Can they now turn the tide? Munch going in with his ult. They'll find two. There goes Luna. There goes Strange. The Knights pushing them back. Can they find more?
Strange gets revived. They need to keep an eye out. Good looking for those onks. Just deny any free value to the Moon Knight.
Team up on the Loki. He will get his healing field out. Knight's trying to push him back. Here comes the Doctor Strange ult.
With the Moon Knight.
A lot of ults getting dumped here. We are using our ult from Cloak. Knights trying to push them back, trying to win the fight, and they are so far. Good push here from the Knights.
And then the Morningside swaps to a Hulk. They've actually gone to a 2-tank set now. They've got, they went triple support. I can't believe I'm just now realizing this. They went to a 2-tank set with a triple support.
Yeah.
Strange, Hulk, Loki, Luna.
But we got the triple DPS, baby.
Yeah,
triple DPS, and one of those is my boy Garchomp going crazy.
Triple DPS beats triple support almost every time because they just can't heal unless they're patty caking. They cannot out heal the sheer amount of damage being put out.
We're finding different angles. We're creating a lot of space here. Aztec trying to hold up. Garchomp will drop there. Aztec playing this rock. He's going to fly up. He's going to look to get behind.
He's going.
He's looking for an ulti here. He's gets stunned up by the Hulk, but the Spider Bot is nowhere near where we need it to be, so we don't want to pull a trigger just yet. Can we find that kill? Yes, great kill from D3 Munch. The assassin strikes, but he goes down for it, and Moon Knight comes back with the rocket beacon. So the Knights need to be patient here. It's okay to die here. It's okay to give up this fight. You got to regroup on the point. You will respawn really close. Don't use any buttons. Don't panic here. Moon Knight ult is down, but it's 4 ults to 4 ults. So we'll see what the Knights look for. They're going to put in a portal.
This is an interesting time to portal right outside point.
Yep, they're going to see it coming. Oh, it doesn't get blocked. Heads up play from the Hulk there.
Good read. Realized they're taking too long and decided to take a peek.
Garchomp
Now
setting
Garchomp's
up.
good. He
Aztec going in, but it will get bubbled out. Here comes the Scarlet Witch, but she'll get exploded before she can use it. Garchomp's behind them, looking to get some damage with the ulti. We'll take out those immovables. But can he get the kill on the support? So 2 supports are dead.
Trying to counter.
Garchomp at 11 HP, needs a teammate, needs a heal, can't find one. Everyone needs to push up. I don't know where we're going. Why is our healer way back here? We got to keep our tank alive. No, tank will go down.
Tank go down with the Hulk ult.
Oh, we're playing too scared there. The healers were too far back for the Knights. They get a little bit of push on the cart, but could have been more. I think when we popped 2 of their healers there, the Knights should have been thinking go, go, go. Knights back up now. D3 looking to get in, looking to get some ult charge, looking to create that off angle. He got some damage on the back line. Loki has ult. We'll see what he ends up wanting to use. This is a hard corner to get around here.
Now this is here's where Moon Knight keeps thriving. Assuming those onks stay up. Yeah, right there. Onk yanks everyone into the ult. He's not going to find anyone this time.
Stun's coming in. So the Knights drop again. 30 seconds. They got to start using their buttons here. They don't have many to work with. So
they need a solid team. They need a solid team fight win here just to get the push up. Kanji sacrificing his 80% for a 50 to go Moon Knight. He recognized what I was going to say here. These tight confines right here, Moon Knight will excel at because they're forced into that tiny space.
Yep, here we go with the Cloak and Dagger ult. The Knights are going to use that to push up, but it gets countered by the Loki Luna Snow ult. And the Knights aren't staying on our healing ult. They need to. Can they find any kills after these ults? Enemy Moon Knight ult coming in. Turret going to go down by Garchomp. He's going to try to find some kills.
Friendly Moon Knight goes down. Turret gone.
D3 Munch trying to create something to happen on the back line. He does get 2 kills, but the rest of the Knights fall. So overtime going to be quickly over. D3 will try to stall it out, but
no
the Knights do get a good push. They'll have to stop them now on defense. And that corner's hard to get around. You know how it is.
It is. The only really good ways to get around that corner is massive damage area effect wise. Because it's just such a tight confines, they either have no choice but to abandon the position or take the hit and possibly get picked.
Yeah, so we'll see how the Knights can do on defense.
Honestly, I'd say for D3 Munch, I don't think Psylocke was the play there. I think Phoenix would have been a lot better. Phoenix would have been a better choice there.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just tough there at the end. I think the Knights, they need to not worry about not scoring all three and just have a solid defense here. Sometimes when you're on that offensive attack, you feel like it's a failure because you didn't get three, you didn't fully cap it, but at the end of the day, all you got to do is not let them get as far as you did. So, why do we have a disconnect or something? Okay, he just didn't pick anybody. You know how we with disconnects there.
Oh, yeah. No, do not remind me. Do not remind me. Better knock on some freaking water right now.
Yeah. All right, so the Knights setting up their defense here.
All right, so we've got a Magneto Strange tank with the Jeff and Cloak and Dagger with some hit scan in Kanji Arc playing Punisher and D3 Munch as the Psylocke.
All right, so the Knights need to hold here. Munch going in, trying to get some damage. We'll get healed up. Knights setting the tempo early here. Garchomp will get shot there by the Exile. Hulk going to go and try to get on our Jeff. Loki clone going to be in the back line.
Good heads up play to drop him real quick. Their Strange is pushing up hard and fast. No ult charges available.
Yeah, where's our healing? Yeah, we need some healing. Garchomp goes down. I don't know what is going on with the healing. The healing not coming through.
The healers are having to deal with the. I think they had to deal with a Hulk in the back line that just jumped out. Now they're all focusing our Strange. All of our DPS down.
Alright, we'll see if the Knights can do anything here. Aztec going down. We do have our Cloak and Dagger ult already. But is it too late? The Knights not able to get many, if any, kills.
They're able to get a couple picks, but right in front of their spawn. Ooh, look at that.
Where's the healing?
And that Hulk right in the middle of everything.
We gotta go out, we gotta contest, but we're just gonna give it up. So Knights getting rolled over here on the first point. So they're gonna have to set up here.
And it looks like
they look just discoordinated. So we'll see.
3 ults to 2.
We'll see what happens.
Ooh, swapping off the Strange and going for a Venom.
Yeah, and let's see what the numbers are looking like here. So you're seeing that triple healing just doing a lot to deter the Knights.
Yeah, any one of their healers is being out-healed by ours by a dramatic amount, but... Oh, Onk in the background. Ooh, yep. 2 Onks. Ooh, that is a nasty combination. They need to get rid of that or they're going to lose that position.
Yeah, Garchomp doesn't quite see it yet. Munch will find the rocket. Garchomp pushing up past the Onks. Has ulti. We'll try to stay on site, but those Onks are still killing us.
Yeah, those Onks are they're not allowing our supports to push up and isolating the tank, allowing them just to clean sweep.
Yeah, so the Knights never do find them. Now Aztec switching over to the Ultron. So let's see what the Knights can do here.
That Hulk way out of position to bubble himself and then just dip out.
And we got the Ultron, but the Knights just have they have nothing to stand on.
Well, they got the floor, but...
Gotta find a place. Alright, Aztec going in with the ulti. Gonna try to get some kills. Gonna try to push them back.
The Luna ult.
That's good.
Mag he's got the unnatural selection drone from Ultron up.
We still can't find anything on that Moon Knight. Moon Knight just tearing up the Knights. Garchomp will find 2, but the Knights just rolling over, not able to have a defense, not able to deal with those Onks. And it'll switch over. I think they're going to score it here, and yes. Yep. So up 2-1 is Morningside. We'll be back in a minute with game number 3.
Pick your hero. Or villain. I'm not judging. Seconds before you attack. Get ready.
How strange. I cannot seem to read your thoughts.
My helmet is shielded from telepathic intrusion. One can never be too safe.
So I have learned. This world.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are, map number 4. Morningside up 2-1 against the Knights. Knights trying to force a game 5 here. Domination. Let's see what the Knights are doing. Knights switching over. Kanji going on the Invisible Woman here. So, going to have triple healer for the Knights. We'll see how that ends up going. Portal coming in. Oh, well,
I think he's looking for him. Because now he can just drop right here. That's 5. We're 6.
We got to place this at some point. The Knights coming through the portal. They're up behind him. I don't know if we're in a good position or not. We'll have to see what the Knights can do here with the fight. So pushing up. Munch will come back with a rocket.
Hulk in the back line.
So Knights getting some ult charge, trying to push the enemy back, but they are on point, so they're getting percent.
Yeah,
Aztec going down. Knights losing the fight so far. Getting backed up.
Heals are actually doing relatively well.
Alright, Strange ult coming in. They get their ults first. And that's 2 go down. So the Knights lose the first fight. Couldn't get their support ults fast enough.
What a difference.
Yeah, as much as I like Psylocke and her abilities, she just can't put out enough damage fast enough.
Yeah, I'm not sure how the Knights are going to get through the front line. They have some support ults here. We'll see what they end up doing. Munch going around behind.
Rocket drops his beacon down. Phoenix ulting is going to find a whole bunch of damage, but no kills.
Oh yeah, but we use the rocket beacon right after because they can't destroy it anymore. So Knight's going to move in off that. It's a little bit far back, so Knight's can't really get on point with it. But let's see if they can find something here. Aztec might look here. Munch going in, going to use the ulti, get that vulnerability, get that damage. Invisible Woman ult will counter it. Can we get our Invisible Woman ult? Yes, we can. So everybody fighting here on point. The ults are going to start dropping one by one. Strange ult, but it gets countered by Luna ult. So we still have the Jeff ult here. Can we keep Aztec alive? Aztec getting dangerously low. We'll fly up. Can we get some healing on him?
And they will not, but Jeff will ult. He's going to get a couple.
Yep, they'll spit out the Hulk.
And Hulk is gone.
So we will get the Hulk, but they're at 99%. And the Knight's not able to win a single fight. Like you said, there's just not enough DPS here for the Knights. Can they find something? Not able to get any kills.
No. The only couple, they get a handful of kills, but they're not going to get back in time to touch to stop the overtime. That's an easy push for round 1.
Yeah, and the Knights, made some adjustments, but not working so far. So we'll see what ends up happening here. Jiden switching over to Ultron. Okay, he's switching to Jeff.
Going to stay on Jeff. Again with the Psylocke. The other tank going Emma to kind of counter their Strange. Honestly, I think Namor would almost be a better pick over Psylocke, because then you can throw the squids for off-angle DPS opportunities.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the Knights are going to do here. We'll see. They do have the Garchomp ult here right at the beginning of the round, so we'll see if they open up with that.
Morningside also has the Hulk ult, so they need to keep their eyes out for that for just an early push.
Yep, Aztec switching to Emma.
Going to throw an early shield out to gain some space. Phoenix has her ult ready.
Alright, so Knights fighting for space here. Garchomp trying to push up. Here comes Phoenix. We'll take out D3 Munch. Garchomp pushing them back. But
with the Hulk behind him.
Yeah, heal's not able to come through.
And the Hulk will pop his ult. So Psylocke has her ult ready, but I don't think she's anywhere near the fight.
Yeah, so the Knights just not able to coordinate. Doesn't look like they know really how to run this type of team. So I don't know if this is the best strategy, but it's what they wanted to do there, Maverick. So, you know, you gotta live with the choices you make.
I mean, hey, it pays you money, takes the chances, and sometimes you just gotta pay the consequences. Garchomp want to get focused down, catch a lot of DPS, and Hulk come up after him, but I think that's one of the reasons Hulk is so hard to kill, is because not only does he have a lot of health, and his abilities give him a lot of health, but he has that snowflake from Luna.
Yeah. D3 trying to get in there, trying to make something happen. Knights have some ultimates.
That Hulk is just flying around and bleeding the supports. They have no answer to him.
Phoenix will get out. Garchomp finds a kill, but can the Knights find anything else? They're using multiple ultimates, but not on the point. Aztec trying to get up there with the Emma. I'm going to drop the rocket beacon here.
Garchomp has had his ult for the majority of this round. He has not used it yet.
Yeah, he's using it now. He's trying to find something, trying to find the Luna, but
gets her!
There we go, slam dunk. But will die for it. So even with the 3 healers, Knight's not able to keep their tanks alive here. So Knights still haven't won a single fight. Munch finally finds a kill there.
Knights finally starting to find
space. Make it 2
space.
for the Knights.
But Hulk was bannered earlier in the fight. He's going to get his Hulk back. And here we're going to go into overtime again on this second round.
That was Munch going in, but we'll get countered by Invisible Woman. Almost have our Invisible Woman ult. Here comes the Strange ult, though. That's not good. Our Invisible Woman might die before she can ult. Needs to find some healing so she can get her ult off. 99%. Can she drop it? She's dropping it now. Knight's still in it, but it's looking desperate. They got to find something. They need to find some kills here. The enemy getting low. But can we find anything? Rocket beacon. Enemy rocket beacon is down. Jeff looking.
He will grab a few pop friendlies. And
he's got 2 enemies. He's going to make a run for the sidelines, see if he can kill them.
And the Invisible Woman goes down, but I think the Strange survives.
Okay, so Knight's finally winning a fight. It's not over yet for this point, but
Hulk has his ult. Unless they kill him quickly, he will pop it, and he does.
So he will pop it. He will stall. I don't know why we're rocket beaconing against just the Hulk. That was not a good support ult, but the Knights do take the point. And now they're not going to have that for the retaliation.
As much as I want to say, as much as I want to give our guys the benefit of the doubt, I think that may have been a panic ult and just trying to whittle down the Hulk and his ult as quickly as possible.
Yeah, that was not good, though, because we have nothing for this. Here they come. They have Phoenix ult. Garchomp going to look, but instantly we lose Rocket. Garchomp looking from the sky, trying to go in. We'll use his ult. We'll find something. But is it anything useful? Invisible Woman ult comes out. Emma trying to find the fight, but the Knights not able to do anything here. Garchomp goes down, and so does D3 Munch. Emma about to follow. We get the enemy, and this is looking like it here, Maverick. It looks like the Knights will lose. So they go down 3-1 here in semifinals, but they'll be back in 2 weeks for the 3rd place match.
Yeah, I mean, we still got a shot at the podium, and I think we've done well this season, that if we do well enough in spring, you may see us in Nationals.
Exactly. So we'll see how the Knights, adapt and change moving forward, but it was a good season overall so far. We'll see if they can get that third place spot. But yeah, I mean, they definitely have some work to do, and we'll see them in 2 weeks. So thank you guys for being here. We'll catch you in the next one.